Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the PETx podcast, where we talk about real stories, we give real advice and real strategies for pet industry success. And as we all know, PETx stands for Pet Care, Entrepreneurship, Teamwork, and you are the X Factor people. I am your host, Wayne. This is my co-host, TeLisa. Lita may be in later on. We'll see. Okay. Running a little behind. But as always, our goal is to have a great conversation and to build better pet businesses one convo at a time. So good morning, Talisa.
Good morning, Wayne. How are you? How have you been?
I've been good. I mean, despite the what's going on in the grooming industry right now, the grooming world. Yeah, yeah, I've been good. I've been good.
I mean, you having a mama I made it moment, right?
Oh, because we got haters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, you feel like you're doing something good. You feel like you're doing everything that you can, right? And you're like, I'm growing my business, I'm building a community, I'm, handling the things that I set out for myself. I'm trying to be this, not trying, I am this professional in the industry and I'm doing my thing, right? So I mean, all of the books and podcasts and things that I've listened to, mentors, talk speakers, all of that, they're like, you're not doing nothing if you don't got no haters. You know what I'm saying? Cat Williams said, if you got 15 haters, you better make sure that you got 16 by the night
By
is
the end
over.
of the day.
By the end of the
Hello. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing something right.
you ain't doing something right. So yeah, I feel like, we are doing what we need to do. And yeah, I say we do, at this point. There was we made a post about we're appreciative. First of all, this was an appreciative post for clients for the most part. It was just saying we were appreciative of our busy days. As we all know, you could have days where you have no clients, you could have days where you got 10 clients, you could have a day where you have two clients, and we were appreciative of the busy days. So the clip just showed literally just us having a bunch of dogs in our grooming area, and nobody felt the need to ask about the situation that we had all of these dogs in the area, but everybody decided to jump to conclusions that this is how things are ran every single day. So we of course had a lot of comments about, I would never do this, and I would never take my dog to a grooming salon that doubles as a daycare. This is so much of a liability. What if you step on a dog? What if dogs get into a fight? What if you drop shears on a dog or something like that? And now you have to take care of the vet bill and all of this stuff. And dogs don't want to be social. Like, dogs are not social beings and all of this stuff. Granted, a lot of this was from other groomers, which is crazy. Okay. Nobody said, hey, you know, we're appreciative of the busy days too. Nobody said that. Now there were some people who shared, like, I worked in a cageless grooming salon and I loved it, and the dogs are happy. And then there were people who were like, yeah, I took my dog to a facility like this, and I just loved seeing them run around and enjoy themselves and things like that. Granted, I love those people because they understand. They understand that, and this is just me venting a little bit, right? Getting into it because that's
Yeah,
how we,
yeah, yeah. But we're
yeah,
not we're not talking about the people who said nice stuff. We're talking about the haters. Get back to the haters. Get back to the haters.
we got
We're
we're
gonna get
gonna
them
get
all
back
the
to it.
shine today. We're gonna get them all the shine today because they wanted
Right.
it, right?
They did.
They
They
wanted it,
did.
right?
Now, clearly, I was made an example of, right? I was made an example. So, of course, somebody shared this video with a private groomers group. And mind you, people who value their time and their peace, they're not part of a lot of these groups, because I think we have, I feel like as an industry, a lot of groomers have moved away from actually trying to help each other and building that community, but rather really give, focus on this competition mindset, or, we got to talk crap about the next groomer, or we got to, give our unsolicited opinions and advice on people who didn't ask for it and stuff like that. So in this group, there were a lot of people again that were like, I would never do this. This is such a liability. What if I'm not handling no dogs pee and poop? I'm not doing this. This is not my job. I'm not like, granted, first of all, it was a 3-second clip of what looked like chaos, but it was very organized. We were cleaning our daycare area because a dog used the bathroom in there. So we moved all of the dogs out of the daycare area, put them in the grooming area to move them back to the daycare area so it's not as congested in the grooming area. Granted, we also have an outdoor area, but we needed to make sure that all of the dogs were cool. So we put them in the daycare area. So that little clip just really showed all of the, well, most of the dogs that we had in the salon at the one time. And granted, that's not how it is every day, but even with
Which
something
was the
like
whole
that,
point of the video. It's not like this every day.
it's not like this every day. And we are
That's
appreciative.
literally the whole point of the video. It's not like
I'm
this.
saying it's not like this every day, and I'm appreciative that it is like this today. We have bills to pay. We got bills to pay. I have employees to pay. I have expenses and maintenance and all of the things that go into running a business. And we was just showing a little bit of appreciation, and it literally turned into so many people talking about what they can't do, what they won't do, hypotheticals, what could happen, and people want to argue. Like people want to argue on the internet about how this is wrong and I
About
need to be
something that
focused.
has nothing to do with them. About a
Nothing.
place that they will never come visit, come apply for, work for, don't have no desire to have any contact with whatsoever. They will argue you down about policies and how they're not in alignment with their own like ethical and moral and cultural and political standpoints. Like, and I'm just like, but are you even
Like
in Georgia? Are you even in Atlanta?
you're not.
Like, have you
No,
come to say what's up to be like, hey, I seen yo shopping, crazy chaos. Do you need another groomer? Because you got all these dogs in here.
y'all need help.
Right.
Like, or just be like, hey, how does this work? How does your clients like free roam? Like what precautions do you take in order to
Yeah, yeah, I got
in
money.
order to offer this? Like, are the dogs okay? Any incidences? Like, what do you do? And I'm just like, bro, we talk about education all the time. We talk about behavior. We educate ourselves on behavior. We keep an eye on the dogs. There are people who are not actively working with dogs to keep an eye on them. So it's like we still monitor what's going on. And then at the same time, we also let parents know, like, hey, we're not going to separate them or put them up unless one, you specifically ask for it. Two, they excessively use the bathroom. They aren't socialized, so they're super nervous. But I don't understand how people don't realize that if they walk around and socialize and get all of that anxiety out, it makes for a better experience for the groom half the time. Like there are those dogs who can't sit still and don't want to, can't they want to be in everybody's mix and everybody's business, so they're looking around and stuff like that. There are those dogs. Now, when that does happen, if they're too distracted, we will remove and move them away, right? But in the sense of, look, I want to make this a pleasant experience for the dogs. I want to make this a pleasant experience for the pet parents. So, yes, we're going to allow them to move around, be comfortable, sit down, socialize, whatever the case, right? Because grooming is already stressful enough. And we're pulling them out of their homes to put them in an environment that we have to put them in the tub and we have to use these loud dryers and we have to brush and comb them out and we have to do all of these things. It is stressful. So why not show them some type of positive experience before and after, they're on the table? And that's my thing. Like I like just to be used as an example. Like you know what? Here, let me pull some of this up because people, let me see. Let me see. First of all, what got me was the person that made the post um said, I need everyone's opinion on free roaming dogs. To me, oh, free roaming dogs where they're doing grooming work. To me, why didn't you just ask me? Like, why you wanted drama because you wanted all of these people to say what they wanted to say. So it wasn't a point of coming to me and saying, hey, how does this work in your facility? Or, like, hey, I would love to have that many dogs. How does this work? Or, just inquiring about certain things. But
Hmm.
to go to a drama-filled Facebook group sharing my video and just saying, I need everybody's opinion. You don't need everybody's opinion. You wanted drama. To me, that's how I look at it. And
Hmm.
let me tell you, I almost sent the girl a DM, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Because guess what? Don't care. I I care, but I don't care. Like in a sense of what is the DM gonna do? What is me saying anything to this young lady about her post? What is that going to do?
She wasn't gonna do nothing but block you.
Exactly. Because I found you.
Because now she don't want to have a conversation with the person that she done brought into the conversation. Because when she start getting real, because not everybody just gonna let that slide. And it's not nothing worth arguing about. It's not nothing worth being violent or pulling up to somebody's house over. But if I come to you and be like, oh, I see that you said, not I heard you said.
Hmm.
I see that you said. I have umpteen followers on TikTok and Instagram. Did you not think this was gonna get back to me?
You don't think somebody in this group doesn't know who I am? There were people in
Like
there that
you,
were like, I follow them and I love their videos. There are people who immediately came to me and was just like, yo, they talking about you in this Facebook group. Like, what's up? And I was just like, I ain't about to do nothing. Like I'm glad they talking about me. Talk about me. Because now I want you to do research. I want you to see my other videos. I want you to see what we got going on.
all engagement is good engagement on social media. They don't punish you for having poor comments or rage bait in your content. Like people make millions of dollars just pissing people off on social media.
Which is crazy.
They make
Just,
millions of dollars just
yeah.
pissing people off on social media. So yes, post it. Post it. And ask all your friends to go and be outraged about these 13 dogs running around my grooming floor. Do it. Do
Right.
it.
And like
That
so
TikTok,
so
that TikTok check is on the way and it's gonna be bigger than the last one. Thank you for your engagement.
and I love that. Okay. Because I'm like, yo, you're wilding in here. Like, oh, I didn't even get to some of the comments. Okay. Y'all are wilding in here. And my biggest thing is like this is how the grooming industry is.
It is.
And
Absolutely.
a lot of people don't get into grooming or network with one another or find mentors or do what they need to do to increase their business or take their business to the next level because there's so many groomers that think so negatively. And I'm just like,
About anybody who ain't doing it like they doing it. If you try to branch out and do something even a little bit different than
mhm,
what somebody and their friends or what's well known in the industry, like I remember you getting ate up over a breed cut. I can't remember what breed cut it was, but then you came out and was like, "This is what the parent asked me to do."
a schnauzer,
Like.
or a schnauzer mix, right?
Yes, this is what the parent asked me to do. And that's the thing about the breed cuts. Parents can't maintain those faces.
No,
They can't. Or some of them want the skirt. They don't want the underline. They want the Scotty skirts. So like if that's what the pet parent want, that's what the pet parent want.
And why y'all attacking
But
me?
why do I have to say that? Why do I have to put that in asterisks in the comments? Y'all, please don't eat me up because this is the style that the pet parent asked for.
And I'm just like, every single one of y'all are groomers. Or
It's a
have
doodle with a big old head and shaved down to a 7. The
yeah,
pet parent, I gotta put in the comments. The pet parent told me to leave the head since it wasn't mad at y'all.
this is what and the first thing that they're gonna do is attack you. Not, oh, was this a client request?
This is a
Or
customer service based industry. Give the pet parent within reason, of course.
yeah,
Within reason, of
within
course.
reason, for sure.
But
Absolutely.
the industry is a long way away from just doing breed cuts. The industry was
Yes.
just breed cuts for a very, 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 very long time. We
But
are
now
far away
people
from that. We
realize,
rarely ever do breed cuts now. And if we
right,
do, they're modified. Always.
for sure. Like even Bichons, like everybody knows you get the real big round head, but nobody is doing the huge head that
Goes into the
blends into the
neck.
neck, and you got all this extra fur all around here. Nobody's doing that because that's more maintenance. But what they're gonna do is just keep the round head and maybe like lamb legs or something like that, but a low body. But even that's modified. Now,
But
even with schnauzers, there's so many different, and I do like, I would say that's probably the only two dogs that I may do to the breed standard, quote unquote, right? Because I mean, there's so many different variations. But again, like you said, I got ate up because they were like, that's not how you do a dog, a schnauzer's face. Or don't you love doing mixes? Or why are you grooming this dog with the mega coat and all of this stuff? And then that trim is so so high up and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, that's what the person asked me to do. Like, yeah, get mad at me. I know breed cut. Okay. I have books, I have videos. I've done breed cuts. Okay. If you go through my page, you will see that this is not the only way that I groom schnauzers. There are different variations of how I can groom the schnauzers based off of one, are they being showed? If they're being showed, then they'll get a show cut. If they're not being showed, they're going to get a pet trim. And with that, they're still going to be cute, unless the client requests a specific haircut, but they're still going to get exactly what they ask for. So attack me for it?
because
I'm just,
I don't know why people
uh,
act like that they have all these clients coming to their shop and they client be like, just do what you want. There are some
just
out
make them
there,
cute.
but that's like 5% of my clientele. That's like 5% of my clientele who be like, do what you want. And what do I end up doing? Some modified breed cut because the imagination is gone. Because everybody wants me to do a puppy cut.
No, like I'm like, yeah, and I love the people who are just like, just make them cute. Now I can have some type of freedom to it. Now, in if you do only show cuts or breed cuts, then cool, kudos to you. Like I love that for you. However, there are a lot of people who want to utilize the creative side of grooming, and that gives them vigor in this industry. That makes them like, oh, I love grooming and I get to use my creative side and I get to do what I want. And as long as they're cute, I get to explore different techniques and things like that. But there are people who are just like breed cut only, shave downs only. Why are you saving so much hair? Why are you combing this dog out? Why are you giving so much effort? They're not going to maintain it. Okay, if they don't maintain it, then we'll have a different conversation, but I'm at least going to show you what I can do first.
And that's the thing. Like, get these people the sauce. Get them the best version of what they asked for, and then move
Like,
forward. Especially if the
right.
dog don't come in mad at it.
Right. Because y'all are paying a lot of money to get these dogs groomed. So I'm doing a disservice for you to pay over 150, $170 just to shave your dog down. Whereas I could have done something to show you, like, hey, this actually looks good if you do this and maintain this. Now, if you don't maintain it, then of course we're gonna, modify that. But it's like, look, y'all are spending a lot of money on getting your dogs taken care of. Like, let me show you what I can do because you came here for a reason and you trust me. So trust me to do what's best. Okay. I don't agree with it. Everybody goes in a kennel by themselves where they feel safe. Uh, and I can give my full attention to the dog. Um, Let me see. Absolutely not. Daycare is for daycare. Grooming is not a daycare. If there's a separate room and a sitter, okay, but I'm not putting scissors to a dog's face with a crowd of dogs running around. I'm not cleaning up pee and I'm not cleaning up poop and I'm not responsible for stepping under a dog or smashing it with the table going down. What? You are responsible for that. I'm not breaking up fights. I'm a groomer. My job is to safely groom. That's it. Your job is to do everything that's best for the dog, not just groom the dog. You are an educator,
But
you're a teacher.
that's the person you don't want in your shop because that'll be the same person who be like, I cleaned up my station. I'm
Right.
gone.
I'm
That's that
yeah,
person. That's that
I'm
person right
taking care
there.
of myself. I'm
Yeah,
taking
that's
care of
that
myself
person.
and that's it. Um,
No, I ain't
in
cleaning up
my
a dating
opinion,
area
let me see.
and then just
Dogs
gonna sweep
potentially
a.
fighting, which is that
No, I said, and that's the person that's gonna sweep like a 2 inch perimeter around their table and be like,
I
I'm
clean
out.
my area. Yeah, I need to clean. It's so dirty in here. It's
Like
so
the hair
there's so
you
much
didn't just cut off that dog float across the room, but okay.
like
Continue.
Let me see. Dogs potentially fighting, dogs on a table getting distracted and getting cut, cross contamination. Imagine if any of those dogs had kennel cough or ringworm. If one dog poops and three other dogs step in it and track it around, there's not someone has to take the time to clean it up and all of this stuff. Let me see. And I get that. I get that. There's always uncertainty and unpredictability when it comes to working in this industry, right? I get it. However, we're doing everything that we can to prevent it. Like preventative measures are what helps save all of this and keeps everybody happy. Walking and walking your dog and letting them eliminate before they come into the grooming salon, allowing them to get that extra energy out. Taking them in the back and letting them use the bathroom before they come in, making sure that we wash everybody with some type of antibacterial, antifungal, whatever the case may be, doing a body check and making sure that there aren't any open wounds or any skin issues, having conversations with the pet parents if they know of any matting or know of any skin issues or any special shampoo that they need to use or something like that. If they're in heat, if they're out of heat, if they're aggressive with other dogs, if they don't like dogs in their faces, if they like small dogs versus bigger dogs, like there
All
are
of
a
that
lot of
is taken into
preventative.
consideration when you're
Right.
grouping dogs together.
Because
Every
otherwise, people are going to say doggy daycares are dangerous, grooming salons are dangerous, veterinary practices are dangerous, dog parks are dangerous, walking your dog on the street is dangerous. All of these other places where other dogs can gather are dangerous because, yes, all of these things can happen. However, if you are knowledgeable about behavior, uh, looking at the dogs beforehand, like if you see two dogs looking at each other and they're just having a standoff, ears go up, flares on the back go up on their shoulders, tail stops moving, they're just looking at each other. You know something is about to happen. Let's move them away. If everybody's just sitting, chilling, laying down, walking around, wagging their tail, having fun, zoomies, running around, let them be dogs. There are so many people when I started, because I mean, as I started house call and then I went to mobile. We lost so many clients because we moved over to the storefront setting. And one of the main issues was I don't want my dog sitting in a cage all day.
hmm
I get it.
So
I
you gave
get
them
it. I
what they want.
I gave them what they asked for. I don't want your dog to sit in here all day. I know we do a bulk drop off method, so where everybody that made an appointment for that day drops off before or by 11 o'clock, 11:15. Because I do respect the time of my bathers. I don't have them all day, so they need to be able to come in, bathe the dogs, prep the dogs, get them in and out so that they can go and do what they need to do for the rest of the day. So we have our method of what we're doing. And at that point, we allow the dogs to either free roam, we take them outside. We have outdoor gated area that we let them run around and get some of that energy out. Which I probably want to make a note to record that more because people just think that they just sit inside all day. But we I'm giving the people what they asked for, and I'm getting used as an example. That's just my. It's just I don't get it. I don't get it. Like why make a public spectacle about it?
People gonna always do that. Things that they don't understand, they always gonna make a public spectacle about. Just like the Salem witch trials. If you was left-handed, they thought you was a witch and was setting you on fire in the middle of the village. So,
In front of everybody.
so there that I feel like unfortunately is, and I know this is a big way of putting it, but human nature.
Yeah.
We we just choose not to be understanding. We just choose not to be understanding because
Yeah.
it's too much information out here. It's too many people out here you have access to, especially now with social media,
Mhm.
where you can reach out and be like, "Hey, can you explain this to me?" You could go to Google. "Hey, can you explain this to me?" You could go to ChatGPT. "Hey, can you explain this to me?" But instead, you went to a groomer group that is known for Hey, Lita, but instead you went to a groomer group that is known for being dramatic and argumentative, posted it and just let people go crazy in the comments.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
It's
what's
human
what's
nature to
wild
just
about it,
be shitty people.
and then what's crazy is that they will do this and block you from the group so that you can't even defend yourself.
Yep, sure will. Sure will. They will block you
Welcome
from
in, Lita.
personal pages
Hey,
or block you from the Facebook group. Also, you can't defend yourself. But damn, this is a democracy. Why I can't defend
Yeah.
myself?
So
Why
I
I can't defend my business?
so we're talking about um I posted that video where we had in mind y'all, everybody that's listening, it was a 3 to 4 second clip, okay, of the moment. That's not every day. It was the moment, which is crazy how many people responded negatively to this. So I made a post about how we're appreciative of the busier days, right? Because
Mhm.
we all know that we could have slow days, we could have not, days where we don't have anything going on. So we were
Mhm.
appreciative. So the clip just showed a whole bunch of dogs in the grooming area. And I was telling TeLisa, like, that was a moment in time because we were cleaning the daycare area. We were transitioning from indoor, outdoor, and cleaning up the daycare area. So there were
Mhm.
so many people who made such like negative comments and I would never do this and this is unsafe and you got to think about the safety of the dogs and dogs are going to fight, pee, poop. That's not my job. Dogs don't need to be socialized with each other. They don't need to be around each other. You need to put those dogs up, all of this stuff. And I'm just like, y'all, this is not y'all business. This is my business. Like,
Exactly.
not only that, but like we have not had any incidents. Like if we see poop, we immediately clean it up. If we see pee, we immediately clean it up. My shop, my shop gets so many compliments about how it doesn't smell like dogs, even though people can
Yeah.
see the dogs there, but they don't smell the dogs there. And I
Their
think that
shop has
is
always been
really
like that from day one. Yeah, every
right.
time I've been in there, and I didn't been in boarding facilities where you'd be like, "Ooh," or veterinary
As soon as you
facilities, you'd be
open the
like, "Oh my
door,
gosh!" As soon as you hit the parking lot, you can smell it. You know what I mean? So
which is
that just
crazy.
shows you like literally the cleanliness of your shop, right?
And people like I was made an example of in a private groomers group. And there were so
Did they
many
tag you?
comments. No, because they blocked me from the group. Like I'm
Oh,
not
they
in the group.
but you can see it was your business though.
Yes.
Oh no, that's a good
Yes.
thing.
Right.
Remember,
And
bad PR is always a good thing. I love that kind of stuff because
I
here's the
said the
thing that
same
people don't
thing.
understand about social media that I need y'all to understand. Like this is the one thing I need you to understand. You guys have to know that anytime that somebody engages, whether it's negative or positive, that's why
I
it's
said the
like
exact same
blogs.
thing.
Yeah, blogs, like literally the shade room, the reason why they have like millions of views and engagement and comments and all of that is because they put up negative things, right? And they know if they put up something negative, more people are going to engage, comment, like, share, all of the above. So you want
Sure.
people to do stuff like that. See, I'm the type of person I would have made a fake page and went in there and be like, hey, next time when you talk about my business, tag me. Here's my business page. Because if you tag me, now I'm going to get more engagement. More people are going to come to me. They're going to see what I got going on and they're going to love it.
Well,
Please do.
it was a link to
Perfect.
the page.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. So
Perfect.
and like
so right.
you can clearly see. Let me
So he's
see.
still getting the views.
Yeah,
Period.
no,
Please
absolutely.
view the engagement. Please view
Yeah.
the video.
And they
Yeah.
can clearly see it says Happy Hearts Pet Care. Like it says my business name. It says, all of that. And actually, yeah, she didn't screenshot this or screen record this. She actually,
Oh, it was
You
the
yeah,
shared the
she
link
did
from your
share it.
page? Oh,
Yeah, I
even
think
better.
it's from my Facebook.
Oh, even
And
better.
yeah, she
I love
shared it
it.
from the Facebook and put it in this group.
Oh,
Uh,
you should have told me
but yeah,
about it. I would have been in there and been petty because I'd be like, oh my gosh, yes.
no,
Wayne is gonna get
it's
so
an
much
invite.
engagement now.
So I was told that it's an invite only group. You got to be invited to be in that group. Which is crazy because like they clearly want drama. The girl said, "I need everybody's opinion," and I was telling TeLisa, "You didn't need everybody's opinion. You wanted my opinion. You should look and seek for
You
the
want to be
person who
messy.
made the post. You wanted
Hmm.
drama. You wanted to be messy because
Yeah.
everybody in that group gave their unsolicited advice and opinions, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
what doesn't work for you doesn't work for you. What works
It
for
doesn't
me works for
matter.
me. Like it's none of y'all are paying my bills." Okay, none of y'all
Exactly.
are
We
taking
all are
care of my
entrepreneurs
expenses.
because we run our own businesses and we do things our way. That's why we're entrepreneurs. That's why we have our own businesses and don't work for somebody else. When you
Yeah.
work for somebody else, then you can say, you know what I mean? Like, hey, like you actually know when you work for somebody else, you can't say that. You know what I mean? Because it's their business still. So it's just
Yeah.
like when you own your own business, you have the rights to have your rules and regulations and policies and tell your employees what to do and what to not do. So it is nothing that you can do or say. And obviously, my clients don't have a problem with it because they keep coming back. You
They
know what I
keep
mean?
coming back.
So what is the
They
issue?
book with no me. Talisa and I were talking a few days ago, and what did I say? Well, I was like, if it works for her, it works for her.
Right.
What works for her may not work for me, but it works for her. So hey, by all means, Uh, but
That
yeah,
goes.
I could just never, I never understand. And I'm glad that I will say a lot of the people who we associate ourselves with and talk to
Hmm.
are like-minded in a sense of they're not about drama. They're about, elevating their businesses and their
Hmm.
mindsets and, things like that and making money, like growing their businesses and doing what they need to do and figuring out the next step and not being so involved with the drama because
Right.
there are people who are like, yeah, I could have sent that girl a DM. I could find every single person who says something negatively and find their businesses and all of this stuff, but
Let
that's
them
not going to
talk.
resolve anything.
Yeah.
So I at this point, it's just look, I'm going to keep posting, I'm going to keep growing my business,
Yeah.
and the haters going to hate, and that's okay. But
That's
guess
why I said
what?
I love
I'm
it.
getting, I'm getting booked to speak. I'm getting
Yeah.
opportunities. I'm getting
Hmm.
booked to do
Yes.
grooming
I'm
demos and
I'm
stuff
getting
like
asked
that.
to become ambassadors. You know what I mean?
Like
I'm
I
I'm
have all,
growing a community. What are they doing? Just working in their same raggedy grooming spot.
being,
You know
being
what I mean?
miserable, and
Like
I'm just
it's
like,
like you've been in the same
come
place for
on,
20
y'all.
years, so you can't tell me nothing.
Come on, y'all. Like it's
For
unnecessary,
real.
unnecessary
Yeah.
drama. So
Yeah,
I
I
just
had I
never.
had a similar thing happen to me like just recently. Well, kind of just recently, within the last I would say like 30 days. I have a friend of mine. She's a very good friend of ours, right? She's a celebrity. She's an influencer. A lot of people know who she is. And we did an event with her just recently. And her, let's just say her in general, she can be controversial in general, right? Because some people don't agree with her past, they don't agree with where she's going or where she's trying to go, right? And they're not taking her seriously in the business world because of where she came from, right? And there's this reel that we posted in order to promote the event, and there's people that are on there that are saying very negative comments. And at first, we were, being petty and saying stuff back, of course. But now we're just letting them engage with it and
That
keep
just increased
engaging.
engagement. When you
Right.
go back and
Yeah.
forwards with people, that's more
It makes
engagement.
it more engaging, and
Because they're like,
they
oh, the people actually
yeah.
what I'm posting.
Yeah, and that
Mhm.
that specific reel that we posted of us saying like what we do in the financial world, um, it's almost at 1 million views,
Yeah.
and I literally still, like, we did the event a month ago, and I'm literally still getting like followers from that post because they keep hating on it like every day, like probably at least anywhere from 5 to 20. Like sometimes I wake up, I'm like, where do all these followers come from? And then I look at the
Mhm.
reel and it's going up again. Like it'll stop and
Yeah.
then it'll go up again. So it's just like, I'm like, keep posting it, keep tagging it, keep sharing it. Please
Yo,
do. Whether
a
it's
thousand
negative or
percent.
positive, I don't even care. And then they keep posting my friend on the blogs, and it be affecting her, you know what I mean? Because of course they're saying negative things only. But I just told her,
Mhm.
I just told her, I said, be happy about that though. Because that's
Yeah.
keeping you relevant. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like whether they're saying something positive or
And
negative.
it's
One thing
free
I
because
love
you
about the
ain't have to pay for
Kardashians,
it.
right? And but one thing,
Free
one thing I loved about
advertisement.
the Kardashians is they kept winning no matter what they were saying. You could hate them and love them, right? But
Mhm.
obviously people say they hate them so much. Obviously, somebody loves them because
Yeah.
each
Yeah.
and every one of them are almost billionaires.
Yeah, they
You know
all
what I
have
mean?
successful
And they
businesses.
have the money. You know what I mean? So they're using their engagement, and they're using the influence and the audience and like in everything about social media to their advantage, because now they have $1 million businesses, hands down.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's just like that's what social media is all about.
It's all free advertisement.
Yep.
And I was having a conversation with another business owner who made products.
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling me about how, her products really is doing extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
However, there are a lot of people who are sharing a lot of negative comments about it. And I told her, I was like, you cannot go back and forth with these people on social media. Like
Yeah.
they are, negative. They're here to spread negativity. They're here to spread drama and all of this stuff. And they're gonna say some stuff that really gets under your feathers, but you got to be able to say, hey, this just isn't for you, and that's okay.
Right.
Now at this point, yes, increase engagement, right? Because say something sarcastic back and end with "Thank you for your input" or
That's
"Have a
me.
wonderful day," or
Me
something like that. Like
personally,
be nice, nasty. But guess
I do
what?
it all the
More people are
time.
going to see these comments, and more people are going to share it, and more people are going to engage. And now you're going to get a check from Facebook at the end of the day. You're going to
Yep.
get a check from TikTok. You're going to get a check from Instagram because more people are sharing and
Yep.
engaging and
You're
things
gonna
like
get
that.
new
That's what they want to
clients
see. Yeah, you get
because
new clients.
they're coming to check you out now because they're like, oh, what are they talking about? Oh, dang, what he's actually kind of lit. This Wayne dude. Shoot, I'm gonna tap in.
I'm
You'll get
trying to
clients
tell
me
off
you.
of it.
me personally, like I would go back and forwards like within reason. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes you got time. Sometimes you
Right.
got time.
Sometimes I got
But
time.
Yeah,
then
no, for real.
but then there are other times like your friend with the products. Like I would just reply back with simple facts. Here's the product.
Yeah.
This is what we provide. Like if it
Yeah.
doesn't work for you, if it doesn't
Respond
work
back
for
with the
you,
link.
yeah.
Make them click on it. I want you to click on it.
Like,
Mhm.
right, like, cause that's a marketing tactic right there. Oh, you don't
Yeah.
have my product. Well, here is the product.
Right.
Yeah.
Here is the product. Have you purchased it? Have you actually used the product? Oh no.
If you used it and actually like worked or didn't work, then you can say something and write a review.
Matter of fact, send me your address in the DMs. I'll send you one. I'll
Send
send
you
you
a
one.
free sample.
And
Yep.
then you can go get on your social media and say whether you liked it or not. Do
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Do
For
that.
Because
real.
I mean, you got should advertise for me, okay?
Right.
Look, and that's okay. If even
Free
if
advertising.
because my thing is again, what works for one person may not work for the next person, and that's okay.
It's
Like
okay.
from the person that is just like, I will never go here. I will never take my dog here. I will never do. That's okay. And I literally said that. I was like, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It is okay.
I don't want you as a client.
Yeah.
Okay. if that's how you feel, if
Definitely.
that's what you're gonna literally do on social media, like, okay, you took
Right.
the time out to scroll, you took the time out to stop, you took the time out to
Yep.
go through other comments, you took the time out
Yep.
to comment. Like, you could, if you didn't like it, just keep going. But you
Hmm.
took the time out to be negative. I
Yeah.
do not want you in my circle
Yeah.
if that, and I'm
That's
okay.
literally how I feel. I never tell, I'll give a friend my honest opinion about something and how they can do it better. But as my friend, and you guys are both of my friends here on this call and also in the pet industry, you can never come to me as your friend and tell me you have an idea and I'm going to tell you that's not going to work. You know, I'm never going to shoot down your dream because I want to be able to come to y'all and be like, okay, y'all, I have this crazy idea. You know what I mean? Now I might give my opinion on how you could do it the best way, and
Mm.
Mhm,
maybe my opinion on I did that before, it didn't really work, so let's try this, you know?
mhm.
So, but other than that, I'm gonna try to connect you to make you win. You know, like I'm gonna want to see your dream come to fruition. You know,
Yeah.
like the people told me that I wasn't going to be able to build a pet business off of watching dogs out of other people's houses. They said I had to do it in a boarding facility. You know, so it's just like one of those things. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and I made a 6-figure business, well, really seven figure now. Now that we're 10 years in, I made a
Amen.
7-figure business, made $1 million off of that same concept, and repeated it multiple times in different states. So you can't tell me that anything that I put my mind to, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So it's just like you just can't knock other people's hustle. You can't knock other people's ideas and business models. Like, we know people in the grooming world that charge $1,000 for a groom because they do color.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
that would have been, I know, to the old school groomers that they can't even fathom that. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
what, charging people that much for a dog? But there's people
Yeah.
in LA right now charging $1,000 to color and groom somebody's dog.
And they
Well,
got wait
not even
lists. They
color.
got
Not
people waiting to give their credit
yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
And not even colors half the time. Like some of these bills come up to six, seven, $800, and it's literally just a groom. And
Right.
you're paying for the people's time and expertise and all the delicate intricacies of grooming this dog per the
Yep.
client request, right? You're paying for that. Now, I'm
Yeah.
just, yeah, people have to realize that you have a business model that is best for you.
Right.
You have a business model that's best for you, and that's what you have to
you and the
focus on.
clientele you want to attract, because your
Right.
demographic should be in your business model.
Right.
Because $1,000
Always.
for a groom is wild, for somebody that
Yeah.
doesn't have that budget,
That
but
that lives in that has a
in a
business
different
in
area.
a country small town that doesn't meet
Mhm.
that income ratio.
Yeah.
But if you live in an area where you are in a whole bunch of $1 million homes and $1 million condos,
That's
and
nothing to
and
you.
you're around people that are spending that type of money on a regular basis on dinner, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? If they're
Right.
spending a stack on dinner, you don't think they're gonna spend a stack
That
on their
ain't
dog?
nothing. Yeah, that
It
ain't
ain't
nothing.
nothing to them. So it's like you always have to look at, there's so when you build a business, there's so much more than just the price point. It's
Yeah.
like, what does this make sense for the people that are in my area? And then
Yeah.
can they afford it? That's a real thing. Like that's a part of
Mhm.
marketing. Like,
Yeah.
can this income ratio, even Facebook has an interest on Facebook when you do ads, like when you do, this is like really going into the ad part, but when you do ads, it literally is like a interest that you can pick, and it says income bracket between 100,000 and, like, it'll say 250,000, or you can go 500,000 to $1 million. To the It'll only show it to those people that Facebook has, like, you know what I mean, read, like, has made that amount of money. So
Put
marketing has
out a
gotten so
Facebook ad.
crazy nowadays. You can detail it down to that point and pick only those people to show your ad to. So it's
Yeah.
just like,
Be like, Facebook, don't waste my time.
right,
Right. I need
exactly,
people who are
You
gonna
see how much I'm charging for
gonna
these
make
tickets?
right.
make this
Don't waste my
money.
time.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
gotten so crazy. Now you can spend $20 a day or $10 a day on a budget on an ad and
Hmm.
make $1 million off of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like my sister just showed me an ad the other day. She spent $150 and made $10,000 last month.
Amen.
$150 ad.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just like it can work for lots of different people, especially if you do something virtual, like not have to physically go to somebody. Oh,
Mhm.
like we said, the products, which is
Yeah.
coming soon. We got to get on that. The pet products, if we sell pet products across the world and put ads behind it, we can sell people to Africa we never even met before.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like one of those things. It's like you don't knock nobody's dream. You just never know. You never
And
know.
to your point earlier, like say when you said somebody will come to you and be like, "Hey, I have this idea." Yeah, you got to find the right people to talk to
That
because
part.
that person is going to keep you accountable. Because don't tell me you have an idea in a dream because I'm gonna be like, "All right,
Right.
let's make it happen.
Wade is definitely the one.
Let's make it
Don't
happen."
tell him
Because
unless you're ready to initiate it.
I will keep you accountable and I'll keep you on track because ain't no way you're gonna tell me I got this idea and this plan and this business plan and this all of this thing and you're not doing anything for it. Okay. When you're
No, that's
ready
true.
to
That
roll it
is
out,
true.
like you gotta have
Yeah.
those
And you
people
know,
who's
Wayne, I
gonna
used to
encourage it.
ride with you before you got your spot
Yeah,
downtown. I used to ride with you.
crazy.
Like, we used to be like, what are we doing today? Okay, we're going to go look at spots. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
And then there was this one spot he looked at, I'll never forget, across from Piedmont Park. He had his head big. Like, he was like, oh, I'm going to get this spot. I'm going to turn it
Oh
into this. Da,
yeah,
da,
that
da, da.
40,
What was
bro.
like 40,000 a month
It
or
was
something
like
like that?
40,000. It was 40,000
I was
square
like,
feet. I went and touched the building. I went and looked at,
yo.
I prayed over. I said, this is my spot. Like you gotta have
I was just
delusional
like, Wayne,
dreams in order
I'm
to
not going
make
to
these.
crush your dream, but I really think that you should start off just a
A
bit
little
smaller. Like,
smaller.
That's what, so, and that's okay, and that's okay. Like literally,
right.
the thing was not right now.
Yeah, not right
You
now.
know, it was not
Not a
right
no.
now because
Yeah.
it's not a no. It's a not right now because I
Mm-hmm.
need you to. The thing. I need you to be able to take care of a smaller space and a smaller
Yes.
team before I give
Yes.
you this huge
Be
space and this
financially
huge
responsible for
team.
that first.
Right.
Yes.
I need you to be, I need to see how you handle this first before I
Mhm.
bless you with this. And you
Yes.
continue to handle this well, and you continue to keep on the right path, and you have your mind right, and you surround yourself with people who have seen you built something from the ground up. Now I can give you this, right?
Yes.
Now, but at the same time, that's still the goal. We still gonna get there.
Oh, we're
You
gonna
know what
get
I'm
it.
saying? We still gonna like the
I'm claiming it in Jesus'
land,
name.
Amen.
land,
For
40,000 square
real.
feet, multiple buildings, a whole compound.
Yes.
That is
All of
the
us is gonna
goal
be in
right
there at that point.
Yeah.
See
there. That's
that now
what
I feel like we have the vision. Before we was like, okay, it's gonna be Wayne and then maybe like me and then somebody
yeah,
else. But now that we have
we can make it
Atlanta
happen.
and now we coming together, now we can see the vision of having something like that because it could be a whole like pet super center. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Where it's like we got grooming over here, we got veterinary services over here. Like now we all can come
we
together and we
we
could
have a
pay
non
for a $40,000 a month spot, you know?
exactly.
And
For
We
real.
got a non-spot, we got a nonprofit over here for the dogs, we got a
Yeah.
nonprofit for the cats and kids, and we got an
Yep.
after-school program, a summer program, we got a place
Mm-hmm.
for people to
Rent
come.
is paid up
Like,
for a year. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
gonna
Like,
be
I
amazing.
believe it could
Okay.
happen.
It's still there. It's
Yes.
like you
welcome.
have to take care of the
Dreamers.
smaller things.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, somebody said you put in the cart before the horse, and I'm like, all I see is horses. Like
Right.
I
What is
see,
that?
but I see what is what? Like no, I'm
Look, impossible means I'm possible.
right.
Amen.
And you have to have these delusional dreams in order to make it
Yeah.
happen because if you keep your dreams small, if you keep, being around people who are not going to encourage it, keep you accountable, you find your tribe of people who are like, yes, let's keep our dreams going. What goals are we setting to get here? What
Yeah.
steps are we taking? What small steps are we taking to get
Yeah.
here and things like that? What are you
That's
learning
true.
on a daily basis to
Yeah, and you
help
gotta
you handle
visualize.
this
Visualization
much?
is
Yeah,
so important. You know what I mean? Like
got
when
to.
I think about the things that I have now from when I moved to Atlanta in 2010, going to Clark, Atlanta, like a little island girl moving to a big city. And I used to drive in Buckhead in the area that I literally live in now and look at big mansions and houses and penthouses and be like, what do those people do? Like, I used to say that. Like, I used to be like, what do they do to live there? Like, they got to do something. And now that I'm in this space, I'm like, these people were entrepreneurs the whole time. Like, all these people that live in these affluent areas in Atlanta, majority of them, probably about 90% of them, are entrepreneurs. Like, so it's just like you gotta visualize and see yourself in your dream car, see yourself in your dream work car, see yourself in, the salon that you want or the boarding facility that you want or the house that you want to live in. You got to. I'm a big believer on that just because I literally did it, and a lot of the things that I have now, I'm living in it. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm still dreaming. I'm still like, I want to live in this type of house now. Like, let me start being specific, like this
Mhm.
type of house with these no problems with the house, like that part. Like, they can't
I
have
get it.
like issues with going on with the house. It can't just look nice on the outside. So it's like
Hmm.
now my manifestation is very specific on what I want. And I still want, what me and you talked about before, Wayne. Like, I still want to see multiple grooming, or not like mobile grooming vans around the city, with our names on it. Like, I still want all of those things. It didn't come exactly how I wanted it, but I could see all of that. I could see the boarding facility. I could see the huge facility. I could see the multiple grooming vans. I could see us getting like sponsorships from the city. Like, I could see all of that. It's just baby steps. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna happen one day, but it's just one of those things.
You got to be able to pivot.
Yeah.
Don't give up on it. You just got to be able to
Right.
pivot. And at the end of the day, when you're destined for like greatness and doing all of these things and you're giving back to the community. And another thing is like you're doing new things. You're doing
Yeah.
things that goes against the status quo, or you're going against the grain. So like you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people who
Right.
are gonna talk about you. You're gonna have people who don't understand. You're gonna have people who um get on the bandwagon of it's easier to talk negatively about somebody than to
Mm.
lift them up and be positive. You're gonna have
Yeah.
those people. Like it's gonna
Right.
happen. And it's just
Right.
like you gotta let it roll off your back.
Yeah.
Got to let it roll off your back. Because back in the day, TeLisa know we gonna pull up. We got I got the van. We gonna pull up. And what? Everybody's gonna you, you're gonna see us. She's blue, I'm
Yeah.
purple. You're gonna see us.
Right. Yeah, y'all gonna yeah, your stamp of your business, y'all both of your businesses are known. You know what I mean? People have recognized your brand, recognize your logos, recognize your name, and that's something that you guys built over the years, and nobody can take that from you.
Not at
For
all.
real. Yeah.
Whew.
It's power.
Amen.
That's why I
Right.
drink my beet.
I receive
That's
all.
what no, absolutely 1000
Uh
percent. That's why I drink my beetroot every day. Cause y'all y'all folks know
That's
how
the
to
way to
raise
go.
somebody blood pressure, okay?
Listen, um I had a client ask me like, so do you want to be doing this for the rest of your life? And I told her what the end game was. And she was like, oh, it sounds like you're not trying to make no money. I said, I'm trying to live off the government funding.
Right.
I'm trying to live off the government.
Right.
Yeah,
Nothing
I'm gonna
wrong with
make some
that.
money, better believe it. I want to be funded by the government.
Right.
right. Which is a
I don't want to
crazy
be
thing to say.
laboring. I don't want to be laboring for all my money. I just
Right.
want the government to be like, oh, you exist. You're doing this for the betterment of the environment and the universe and the city and the state. Here's a check. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the
And
goal.
I received that for
Yeah.
you because it's crazy to just say
Right.
you're not trying to make no money. You know how many people have nonprofit businesses and they're millionaires?
Come on now. You better tell somebody. How
Like, you know how
about
many
the
people,
reason why people donate to nonprofits is to offset their taxes if you're a
Yeah.
millionaire.
right?
You think they go to those
And
charity events for fun?
people are people are
Like,
making seven
Like
figures
the
off
I
of
strategy.
got, I got
governmental
this money I
contracts.
need to give away.
I'm
Right.
I have
I
enough
What
I
they,
need
need
to
they
give
they talk to
away.
their
I
their
need to give
accountant.
it away.
Their accountant, you say what? I got to write off $250,000 to charity in order for me not to pay taxes. Say less. When is the next charity event near me? That's what they're doing. Like that's come
Literally.
on
So
now. It's all a
you're
strat.
doing something
It's a
for the
wealth
environment.
strategy.
Right. You're doing something for the environment. You're doing something for the community. You're doing something for this industry. There are people who, and you really like build these networks and relationships with people. They're just going to give you
Mm-hmm.
money because they need to.
Yeah.
They need to give it
Yeah.
away. And
Right.
why
Exactly why
not?
we literally changed Petlanta to a nonprofit because we
Right.
realized that. We realized in order for people to invest into our dream of helping pet professionals and helping the community, we have to be a nonprofit. We can't be a for-profit company because it has to make sense to a wealthy person to donate to us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's exactly why
Exactly.
we changed it over and
So
it's been working a lot better.
I still receive the ultra wealthy who has pets that understands why
That
we're
love
doing what
pets.
we're doing.
We just
Okay.
got to get in
I
front of them.
receive
That's
that.
all.
Right. I receive it. I receive it. But yeah, I mean, to the point again, there are people who get seven figures off of governmental contracts.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I can't believe somebody
Yeah.
even said that to you.
Mhm.
As
Right.
soon again,
Do you remember
as soon
when
as
do
you
you
told
remember
me, I was like, let's
Jason?
do it.
Do
Who?
you remember Jason White from
Yeah,
Nebedica? Remember him? You know
yeah,
that's what he does for a living, right? Like he
exactly.
literally finds government contracts and you pay you play the middleman and you connect whoever the government needs. Like let's say the government has $1 million to spend on I don't know, washing detergent or something. You
Yeah.
find the people that got the washing detergent and you get the contract together, you pay them, and then you keep the money in the middle. Like literally, that's what he teaches for a living.
I'm just like,
Yeah, it happens all the
why?
time.
And it just the small, and that's why we have to be super careful because like some people are so like small minded when it comes to certain things, especially in this industry, and we have to make sure that we're protecting our peace and our mentality when we share our big dreams.
Yep.
Which is why I just keep calling it the end game.
Right. Exactly. You see it. You're literally
I just
manifesting
keep
it.
calling
Like
it
you
the end
see it.
game. Like
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't be talking to people about what
You
I
know,
want to
Wayne, we
do
didn't cut
because they
off
all
people
gonna look at me
before.
crazy and they gonna be like, "This makes no sense, TeLisa." And I know it don't make sense because I don't explain it well.
It don't need to
But
make sense to them.
but
it works well in my head.
It
It looks good. It looks
like
good to
y'all said,
hear.
I can see it.
exactly.
I can see
I,
it. And that's all
that's
that
it.
How I'm gonna get there is none of my business.
just like they was looking at me crazy when I was like mobile grooming because they didn't know no mobile groomers at the time.
See what I'm
And
saying?
when I started riding around in the trailer, now I get all these phone calls and text messages and pictures of all these other mobile groomers rolling around. Yeah, you just wasn't noticing them, but that didn't mean they didn't
Exactly.
exist.
They've been here. Imagine the first mobile groomer
Yeah,
that said that to somebody. Like, I'm gonna get in a truck, put a
drive around.
A
bathtub in
bathtub
there,
in it.
right?
Yeah,
And ride around and go to people's houses and groom their dogs. You know the salon owners rip them a new one. Like, what? That's not a thing. You know what I mean?
because what are you doing? You're taking away
Yeah.
all of our clients.
Exactly. But they're supposed to come to us. It's not supposed to be the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's like any new concept, like
Yeah,
people they told the ring guy that that was a stupid concept. Remember on Shark Tank?
They
yeah.
did.
They
And
said,
now it's $1 billion company.
Multi-billion.
yeah, they said
Yeah,
the ring, what that's stupid. People aren't gonna want to put a camera on their front door.
yeah.
Like, and now
We're
everybody
gonna
has
put it on
one.
our front door, our
Everybody
back
has one
door,
and
all the
nobody answers the
windows.
door anymore.
Right.
Yep.
Now that you can
Right.
see who at the door without getting off your couch,
Right.
nobody's answering the door anymore. What you want?
Right.
Through the
One that
door.
and I can talk to you through the camera. All
You
right,
like
leave that
what?
there.
No.
All right, bye.
Which is why
Right.
I still find that weird. Clients be like, I'm on the way down the stairs. Don't leave. I just be like, okay.
Right. Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like that no concept is a crazy concept. Somebody's gonna make money
For
off of
sure.
it. For
So I
real.
And you gotta
say,
find somebody
especially
who
if it's
believe in the
something,
dream to fund it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's somebody will,
Yep.
and you just gotta keep your head held high about it and keep pushing forward. because
Yep.
somebody is going to fund it, somebody supports you, and even if it's new, it's just a matter of everybody's not going to see the vision, but as long as you're able to communicate a glimpse of it,
Right.
then it's like, look, those who are willing to just see a little bit and see through the pinhole, like I just need you to be on board with that. Because watch me make it happen.
Yeah.
Watch me make it happen. No, I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, I these folks stress folks out, man. I tell you,
I don't
I
let these clients stress me out no more. I look,
Yeah.
I almost deleted my Instagram yesterday. Just cause I don't be on here. Why I got this page? Delete.
I feel
I
you.
I ain't even gonna lie. Like I'll see like deactivate account. What if I
Well, y'all
Yeah.
what
work a little harder for y'all social medias than I do. Like
Yeah.
or turn off all the comments
my
on
personal
everything?
page ain't got
If
but
I if
600
I didn't
followers.
make
So
money honestly off of just social media, if I didn't make money just off of social media, I would probably delete mine. But the fact that that's like my main source of marketing, then I won't delete it. But if I figure out a way, I'd be like, deactivate.
Like just take a
Right.
pause from it because it
Right.
consumes so many people too. Like
It
especially if you
does.
don't
a
have
lot of people
somebody
are
that
doing that though. They're taking breaks from social media
They
despite
are. But
despite
you know what? That's why a lot of people are tapping into AI. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So the AI, like, because I had a friend of mine that was an influencer. She said that. She said, that's why I took a 6 month break, Lita. She said, I tired of making content. And she
Yeah.
was like, then I figured out AI could do it for me. She said, oh, I said, say less. And I that now I'm tapping into it. I'm like, find me the people that know that. Like, I want all the marketing companies that know AI that can make it run by itself. Like,
yeah.
because that is genius. You know what I mean? For real. Yep.
I
That's
love it.
good. Cause
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
got
I imagine like the burnout is real and just trying to sit down and a lot of these influencers, they create content for multiple days a week. So trying to come up with something new and original 3 days a week, I can't even
Yep.
imagine. And
Yep.
like it's good that, content creators have the trends to lean on, but even after like seeing the trends, people stop watching them. Like they just wake up one day and just be like, "Oh, this music again," and scroll past it before you even get the view for it. So even that's not really like a good way to go about content creation. Yeah, jump on the trends, but because it's easiest. But what do they want? And having to
Yep.
think about that every day? Oh,
Yep.
hell no.
It's really the editing that takes the most time.
it's a
Editing
lot.
takes the most time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not so much shooting the content. That can be tiring too.
And
But
research.
editing,
I'm just thinking about the mental capacity of it.
yeah,
Like
that
I'm not
and
even thinking about once press record and then press stop recording and then get on your computer with the software. I haven't even gotten to that part. I'm
that part is
mentally
the hard
exhausted from
part.
just thinking about what am I going
Yeah.
to record?
And
Cause
then my
nowadays you can start like with like 5 second clips, so it's not
yeah,
bad. Like I could shoot a clip of you just like petting a dog and make that content. But it's the editing part to make it into content that be
Right.
the it's that part. You'd be like,
yeah. See,
can't do
my
it.
thing is I have to be in the mood. Like I gotta be in a
Yes,
good mood to do it. Cause
same.
if somebody irritates me, annoys me, stresses me, I don't want to record nothing. I just it's all like you said, the mental capacity. Don't overfill my cup because I had a little room for social media. Now
Yes.
y'all stressing me out and putting all of these things on me. Now I don't want to do nothing. Now
Yep.
I'm
I don't want to do
overwhelmed. I
nothing.
don't want to do nothing now. Okay.
Yep.
Let's just work and go home at this point.
Hmm.
Y'all stressing me out.
Right.
No. Well, all in all, good people. Um
Okay, Reggie.
good people. Wonderful people. That's my
I
man.
like him. He's one of the most genuine people on social media.
Yeah,
Like,
that's my
No,
dog.
absolutely.
He's cool.
Absolutely. That's my dog, man.
Yeah, he a
Um,
real one.
I say my last little tidbit of it is just do the thing. Not only do the thing, whatever it is, do the thing. Um, do it wholeheartedly and unapologetically. Be consistent with it and don't take other people's opinions to heart. Um, because everybody's going to have an opinion about what you got going on. Everybody, you
Thanks.
know. So it's a matter of how you respond. Take a breather before you respond and just, is this something, ask yourself, is it something that's going to help or hurt? Is it worth the stress and the drama? Things like that, right? Because being an entrepreneur, being a leader, being a business owner, being somebody that other people rely on is already hard enough. And when you're a thought leader and you execute things that is new or innovative, there's going to be a lot of people who have their opinions and just don't contribute to the overall mission and the goal. And it is what it is. So I literally just say, keep your head up, chin up, chest out, keep going, and don't look back. Look, at some point, who was I talking to? I forgot who I was talking to, but I was like, at some point, the same people that hate on you are the same people that are gonna ask for advice, ask for
Yep.
jobs, and pay you for tickets when you have something going on because you're doing something great in this world. So keep pushing forward, and that's it. That's all I got.
When you could have been on a team and making this money with me, but you
Yep.
decided to be a hater instead.
Yep.
Saying,
Facts.
I'm saying,
That was a closing remark.
Yeah. Mine just, yeah, just do you. Like,
yeah.
stay in your own lane. Don't look at everybody else's. Don't look at competition. Do what makes you feel good and makes you feel happy. Whatever idea you have, do it. What God has for you is for you, not for nobody else. And yeah, no idea is a dumb idea. Like, just if you can think it, dream it, you can have it. So
Mhm.
just do it.
And share it with the right people.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because everybody's not gonna sew into you the way you want to be
Mhm.
sewn or the way you need to be sewn into.
Yep.
Right.
Get a good network.
Cue the plug
Mhm.
for
Anything,
the network.
anything, anything. Oh, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you,
Oh,
Talisa.
No,
oh,
you
your
gotta
last
wait on
little
me.
tidbit.
Cue the plug for the network.
Oh, in the network. Let
She
me see.
set it
All
up
right.
for you when you
I
fumble.
know she did. I know she did. All right. All right. Well, y'all, if you have value from it, definitely share share, subscribe, follow, all of the good things to help us
Write a
grow.
review.
Write a review, all of that, engage, things like that helps us grow, helps this conversation going, and helps get in front of pet professionals that need to have these conversations and to talk about it and to vent and. Whatever helps them. So we are a pet care professional community. We're growing our community because we would rather spend our time with like-minded individuals that want to give back to the community, learn and grow, teach with each other, things like that to make things easier in our journey, but then also inspire those who want to do better in their business or do their best in their business, but have people that can keep them accountable and encourage them and help them grow and provide resources and things like that, right? So the PETx network is where it's at. The PETx network is our community in the pet care industry. It's not just groomers, it's not just pet sitters, it's literally any and everybody that does something within the pet industry. We're growing that because we want to make sure that we provide a community and network and resources that is going to help you get to that next level because we all need to eat. Okay. It's not about competition. It's not about who's doing better than who. It's about what helped you get to where you are so that we can get there together. Right. And that's it. That's really it. So make sure that you check out the petxnetwork.com. Join our community on school. We have mentors, we have courses, we have daily motivational posts, we have events, virtual and in person events. And it's just a matter of us putting into this community what we want out of it as well. So make sure you check out the PETx Network here. Hit subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. And make sure that you're sharing this with another pet pro so that we can continue to grow. And as always, build better pet businesses together. Till next time, good people.
Hi, y'all.